Swayambhunath Stupa, also known as the Phakpa Ku Choten, stands as an iconic symbol of Nepal's rich cultural and spiritual heritage. Perched atop a hill west of Kathmandu Valley, this ancient stupa is not only a UNESCO World Heritage Site but also a spiritual haven that attracts pilgrims, tourists, and scholars from around the globe. Swayambhunath's origins are shrouded in the mists of time, with various legends surrounding its creation. According to popular belief, the stupa is said to have emerged spontaneously at the time of the Kathmandu Valley's creation. Historical records suggest that Swayambhunath dates back over 2,500 years, making it one of the oldest stupas in Nepal. According to local folklore, the Kathmandu Valley was once a vast lake, and at the center of this lake was a radiant, self-emergent lotus. The Bodhisattva Manjushri, an embodiment of wisdom, was drawn to the lotus and, with a powerful sword, cut a gorge at Chovar, allowing the water to drain away. As the waters receded, the lotus settled on top of the hill that now houses Swayambhunath Stupa. The term Swayambhu itself means self-arisen or self-existent, reflecting the belief that the stupa emerged on its own without human intervention. This legend underscores the divine and sacred nature of the site, suggesting a spiritual significance that predates historical records. Another intriguing legend is associated with King Pratap Mulla, a ruler of the Mulla dynasty in the 17th century. The story goes that the king had a vivid dream in which he saw the Bodhisattva Manjushri in the form of a radiant light emanating from the lotus atop the hill. The Bodhisattva instructed the king to build a stupa at the site to promote peace and well-being in the region. Excited by the divine message, King Pratap Mulla commenced the construction of Swayambhunath Stupa. However, during the construction, a single human hair was discovered inside the stupa's foundation. This was interpreted as a bad omen, and it was believed to be a result of the king's own vanity. In remorse, the king immediately ceased construction, and the incomplete stupa remained as it is today. This legend adds an element of tragedy to the stupa's history, suggesting that the interruption in construction was a consequence of cosmic forces and divine intervention. These legends, whether rooted in myth or historical events, contribute to the aura of mystery and sanctity that surrounds Swayambhunath Stupa. They are woven into the cultural fabric of Nepal, shaping the spiritual narrative and adding depth to the profound connection that people feel with this ancient and sacred site. The stupa's architecture is a testament to the rich blend of Hindu and Buddhist influences that characterize Nepalese culture. The central stupa is a massive dome with a cubic structure at its base, adorned with the watchful eyes of the Buddha, known as the Buddha eyes or wisdom eyes. These eyes symbolize the all-seeing nature of the Buddha and are surrounded by a third eye, representing insight and enlightenment. The stupa is crowned by a golden spire, or harmika, which is topped by a square platform and a gilded pinnacle. Prayer flags flutter in the breeze, and the entire structure is surrounded by a plethora of smaller stupas, shrines, and Tibetan prayer wheels. Swayambhunath holds immense cultural significance for the people of Nepal. It serves as a symbol of unity between the country's Hindu and Buddhist communities, embodying the harmonious coexistence of these two major religions. Pilgrims from both faiths flock to the stupa to offer prayers and seek blessings for themselves and their loved ones. The complex around the stupa is also home to monasteries, statues, and other religious artifacts. The presence of playful monkeys, which gave rise to the moniker Monkey Temple, adds a lively and distinctive charm to the sacred site. The journey to Swayambhunath is considered a pilgrimage for devout Buddhists and Hindus alike. Pilgrims circumambulate the stupa in a clockwise direction, spinning prayer wheels and chanting mantras. The rhythmic sound of bells and the scent of burning incense create a spiritually charged atmosphere that resonates throughout the hilltop. During religious festivals such as Buddha Jayanti, the birthday of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, and Losar, the Tibetan New Year, Swayambhunath becomes a hub of celebratory activities, drawing large crowds and infusing the air with a sense of festivity. Swayambhunath Stupa stands as a timeless testament to Nepal's cultural and religious diversity. Its enduring presence atop the Kathmandu Valley's hills not only makes it a breathtaking architectural marvel but also a spiritual sanctuary that continues to inspire and captivate visitors from around the world. In the heart of Nepal, Swayambhunath remains a symbol of peace, enlightenment, and the enduring spirit of a nation deeply rooted in its traditions.